Welcome back, my dear students. This is the angle modulation in analog communication. The continuous modulation. This is the another technique of the continuous modulation technique. Okay, the first one is amplitude modulation. Because the waveform in analog, the wave is in continuous in nature. The wave R consists of three parameters: amplitude and angle. In that angle, there is two parameters: frequency and phase. Okay, so in first two units we discussed about amplitude, the parameter amplitude. In that amplitude modulation we discussed amplitude standard AM and DSBSC, SSBSC and VSB. Coming to the next technique in analog communication, that is angle modulation. Okay, so the angle modulation is a process of varying angle of the carrier in accordance with the instantaneous values of the modulating signal. It means the angle of the angle is changed with respect to instantaneous values of the modulating signal. In case of amplitude modulation, the amplitude of the carrier signal varies with respect to the instantaneous values of the message signal or modulating signal. But here the amplitude still constant, the amplitude of the carrier is still constant, but the angle of the carrier is varies with respect to the instantaneous values of the modulating signal, means the message signal. It means the carrier, here our carrier is there like that. The amplitude in this technique, the amplitude still constant, there is no change in amplitude. Here the change in frequency or change in phase, that is the angle modulation. The change in the angle means, okay, so angle can be varied so when it is called as angle modulation, means the angle modulation are basically two types. One is frequency and another one is phase. Okay, so frequency and phase. So angle modulation two types: frequency modulation and phase modulation. Basically you don't confuse. Frequency modulation is also nothing but angle modulation, and phase modulation is nothing but angle modulation, because angle is the combination of frequency and phase. Okay, that's why angle can be varied by varying the frequency or phase. If frequency change in the carrier signal, then it is considered the frequency of the carrier signal varies with respect to the modulating signal, that is it, then it is called angle modulation. In other terms, the phase deviation occurs with respect to the modulating signal, then it is also called angle modulation. But the deviation of frequency is called frequency modulation, and deviation of phase is called phase modulation. Okay, so coming to the frequency modulation, the definition states that the process of varying frequency of the carrier in accordance with the instantaneous values of the modulating signal. This is the basic definition. It means the frequency of the carrier signal varies with respect to the modulating signal or message signal, then it is called frequency modulation. So the relationship between angle and frequency. what is the relation between angle and frequency? Because in angle modulation category, the frequency modulation and the phase modulation, there are two types. In coming to the first type, frequency modulation, what is the relation between angle and frequency? Consider here carrier will change. In case of amplitude modulation, the amplitude of the carrier will change. Here the frequency of the carrier will change with respect to message signal. Okay, so consider our carrier signal C of t equal to AC cos omega ct. Up to this class, we carrier considered as AC cos omega ct, but here onwards this is angle modulation, so that's why we are also adding another notation pi. Okay, so pi. So carrier is, because in terms of AM modulation, it means amplitude modulation, there is no importance to the angle, but here we discussed about the angle. That's why we also add pi here. Pi is the phase of the phase of the carrier signal, and omega c is the carrier frequency. Omega is nothing but a 2 pi fct, so that is the angular velocity or angular frequency. We called it as here we notated as w. It is not a w, it is the omega. So omega c, it means the carrier frequency. Here omega is nothing but 2 pi f. We are all known well about this relation, omega is equal to 2 pi f. Okay, so here the 2 pi f means the f is here, the f is changed. Okay, so pi is phase. So C of t equal to AC cos psi of t. Here psi means the combination of the phase and frequency, because here the psi of t equal to omega ct plus pi, means the deviation of frequency here denoted by psi of t. In some notations, the psi of t also denoted by theta f t. Okay, don't bother about that notations. Here in this slide we notated as psi of t. In some texts or materials, it is denoted by theta. You don't bother about that. So here C of t AC cos means 2 pi fct plus pi is equal to psi of t. Okay, that is denoted here. So we know well about the relation between the angle and frequency. Okay, the relation between the angle and frequency is here. Derivative of psi of t equal to omega c. It means the frequency, in order to obtain the frequency, we just derivate the angle. This is the derivative of the angle that equal to frequency. It means here that states like that frequency can be, it means omega c is the frequency. Frequency can be obtained by the derivating the angle. Okay, this is the relation between angle and frequency. You don't forget this relation. So you just observe this term. It is very useful in next sessions or next classes. Okay, this derivative becomes an integration, because it just you sent uh, you just take this derivative to the right side hand, then it is converted as integration. That is we discussed later, but you are just remember that this relation, the derivative of the theta or derivative of the angle, that equal to frequency, angular frequency. So you just remember this statement once again. In order to obtain the frequency by derivating the angle, and you obtain the angle by integrating the frequency. Okay, because this derivative coming to this side, it becomes psi of t psi of t equal to integral over omega c. Okay, omega c. You just remember this is the angle and the frequency relation. Okay. So this is the this is the frequency modulation. Frequency modulation. I try to draw the waveforms in freehand. This is the modulated wave. This is the carrier wave with a constant frequency and constant amplitude. But the in the frequency modulation, you just follow when modulating signal is 0, the deviation also 0, the deviation of the frequency also 0, because there is no deviation in frequency. So you draw the wave as it is, carrier as it is, carrier. Okay, then here onwards the amplitude of the message signal positive. So then the deviation of frequency is positive plus deviation. So here the in case of amplitude modulation, amplitude will increases or decreases with respect to the message signal. The amplitude of the carrier increases or decreases with respect to the modulating signal. Here the frequency of the carrier varies with respect to modulating wave. It means the positive voltage of the carrier, then the highest frequency deviation is more. So it means that the deviation of frequency here is the plus. It means the carrier deviation of the frequency equal to fc plus delta f. It means fm, frequency modulation wave is fc plus deviation of f, either plus or minus deviation of f. Okay, concluded that. So here the positive, so positive deviation means fc plus deviation with instantaneous of the modulation. So that's why here the frequency is more. Then when the negative going cycle is present, then frequency will again deviation is less. It means fc minus delta f. If the positive going cycle fc plus delta f, if negative going cycle fc minus delta f. Delta f means the delta means the deviation of frequency. Okay, this I hope you understand this scenario. This is the waveform diagram. Modulating signal is the data signal, carrier signal. Here the amplitude of the carrier wave is always same, but the deviation is in frequency. Okay, so this is the lowest deviation, and this is the fc. Here the fc, here the fc plus delta, here the fc minus delta, means when the negative going cycle, positive going cycle causes here and negative going cycle causes here. Okay, but still the carrier of the amplitude of the carrier signal will be same. This is the frequency modulation. Okay, frequency modulator converts the input voltage into the frequency. Okay, you just understand that word. Frequency modulator converts the input voltage into frequency. It means here input voltage is the message voltage, the modulating signal voltage. That voltage converts the deviation of the frequency. Okay, that's why here the states like that the input voltage converted into the frequency. The amplitude of the modulating signal M of t changes to frequency at the output. That is the statement. You just remember that. So the varies, the variance or changing value, change in voltage in the modulating signal causes the change in frequency of the modulated wave. That's why it's a it's nothing but a voltage is converted into the frequency. Consider the carrier signal AC cos omega ct. The frequency variation at the output is called instantaneous frequency and is expressed as like this. This is the output frequency. Okay. Here the frequency variation at the output means at the output modulated wave there is a frequency variation. You just observe here there is no change in amplitude, there is change in frequency only. That's why the variation of frequency is nothing but a FM modulation. The variation of amplitude is nothing but a amplitude modulation. So frequency modulation defines another way. We say that the variation of the frequency, the or deviation of the frequency. Okay. So that frequency variation at the output is called instantaneous frequency. Means the instantaneous frequency at time of at that incidence the frequency varies with respect to the modulating wave. That's why the variation of the frequency is called as instantaneous frequency at time of at that incident. Okay, that is represented as that mathematically expressed as like this, like this. Omega I equal to, it means the instantaneous frequency, it means the instantaneous angular frequency. Omega is nothing but a frequency. Okay, instantaneous frequency is equal to omega c plus kf m of t. You just remember, this is very important. Okay, this is the very important. This is the standard from this we obtain the standard equation of the FM wave. This is the frequency variation. Okay, what is frequency variation? Fi equal to fc plus kf m of t. It means this is the another notations, but here we notated as omega means angular frequency, means instantaneous output frequency change. Output frequency means frequency variation, that equal to omega c, means omega c is the carrier frequency. The carrier frequency is still constant, a constant frequency, but it varies sometimes fc plus deviation or fc minus deviation. Okay, that's why omega c is the fixed. The another term is kf m of t. M of t means kf is the frequency sensitivity. Okay, frequency sensitivity factor, it means hertz per volt. The units are hertz per volt. This is the kf m of t. M of t means he is the deviation of the frequency in terms the function of the message signal. Okay, the function of the message signal. So in order to voltages, instantaneous voltages of the modulating signal or m of t changes the deviation in frequency in output side. So that deviations depends upon depends upon the instantaneous voltage of the message signal. That's why the kf is the constant that is called frequency sensitivity constant. Okay, now coming to the angle, the angle of the carrier after modulation can be written as, here the frequency of the carrier we written like this. Here here the frequency of the carrier written like this means omega c plus kf mft. But here the angle of the carrier of the modulation means we already told in the first starting at this class, uh, if there is any change in frequency, it is automatically considered as angle modulation. If it is change in phase, that then it is then it is called it as and considered it as angle modulation. So the angle of the the angle of the carrier also change after the modulation, means the after the modulation, after the FM modulation, how it is we consider it here psi here also angle of the carrier after the modulation considered as instantaneous angle. That's why angle here we denoted by psi. So psi I of t, psi I of t equal to, it is also called it is also donated by indicated by integral of omega I dt, because I already told you, you just remember that relation, derivative of the psi of t equal to omega c. So here this is the instantaneous omega I means the here the omega I is the instantaneous frequency, this is the instantaneous angle. That's why that the both the relation angle and frequency, then it is derivative is passed on RHS set, then it is derivative it is it is after you just take that into RHS set, then it is integral part. So integral omega I dt. Okay, then integral over omega is substitute this equation omega c plus kf m of t, you just substitute that a value into here, then the angle of instantaneous angle is omega ct plus kf m integral over m of t dt. This is the one of the frequency modulation equation. Okay, so finally we written as the standard equation like this. This is the standard equation like this, AFM of t, AFM of t denoted by FM of t equal to, we know that the output the output is carrier wave. The carrier wave is AC cos omega ct. That omega ct plus pi at the first we discussed this carrier signal is AC cos omega ct plus pi. This omega ct pi we consider as psi of t. That is the first. So you just substitute this value into here, psi of t AC cos omega ct plus kf integral over m of t into dt. This is the frequency modulation equation. Okay. What is frequency deviation? This is the frequency deviation. So instant frequency deviation of omega c plus kf m of t. This kf m of t is denoted by delta omega or delta f. Okay, delta omega equal to kf m of t is called frequency deviation, which may be positive or negative depending on the sign of the m of t. If message signal, positive going signal of the message signal present here, the deviation is positive. If negative going cycle is present, then deviation is negative. Okay, this is the frequency deviation, and this is the carrier FM modulation equation. Okay, this is about the frequency modulation and waveforms of the frequency modulation. I hope you understand well. In next session we discussed about the angle modulation. Thank you very much.